Dr. Krishnam, many young cardiologists admire your journey, not for the titles, but for the impact. What should one always keep in mind while walking this path?
See, the most important thing for any doctor, not only my students, but anybody, I think you need to be transparent and honest with your patients and care for them very honestly. So that is what is going to make you dear to your patients, and you keep your patients with you and you learn from them. As a teacher, I know a lot of what I have learned. I have learned from my patients and from my colleagues much more than what I had learned through my textbooks.
What would you insist they focus on beyond just procedures and techniques?
They need to be up to date in their knowledge, that's one. And two, they have to follow what is going on in the rest of the world. Something I must say, this I keep repeating, the knowledge doubling time till 18th century was 300 years. Knowledge would double once in 300 years. Later on, it became 100 years. Later on, it became 50 years. And now, the knowledge doubling time is just 2 weeks. So nobody, me or anybody, cannot afford to stay back and not observe what is going on, not know what is going on in the field of science. This is true of any science, much more so in medical science, because you are dealing with the lives of your patients.
Legacy isn't a goal, it's a byproduct of consistency, compassion, and credibility. Dr. Krishnam, in your experience, what's one thing that doctors often do early in their careers that holds them back later?
I think from my own understanding, one thing is that they neglect growing in their knowledge. And two, as soon as they get their degree, they think that they know everything and they start practicing without any practical experience under somebody or in some high volume center. What they don't realize is the layers of knowledge accumulate over a period of many, many years. That is when you get the wisdom. So knowledge is different, wisdom is different. Knowledge is knowing something, wisdom is the layers of knowledge which gives you an insight into a problem, medical or otherwise, for you to take a appropriate decision for the good of the patient. So that is what is lacking in them. The day they graduate, they think they have become senior cardiologists and they are not too much bothered about keeping up to date. And many of them don't even come for any of the medical conferences. For example, there was a student of mine who, after his examinations, he came to me, thanked me, and then I asked him the same question which I would ask any of my students. What are your plans? What is it you want to do now? He, with a straight face, he said that he will go back to the town where from he came, start his practice vigorously and very aggressively for 10 years and make some money and then retire. This is what he said. This encapsulates what most of the students are going through now. That is a very wrong approach, because once you become a doctor, your whole life is that. That is what we experienced. That is what our teachers experienced. Once you are into this, you are there forever. You can't exit until your death.
Chasing prestige over purpose slows down real progress. Dr. Krishnam, you have balanced academia, leadership, and patient care for decades. How does one scale without burning out or compromising values?
I would say that if you love your work, it is no longer work. It is relaxation, it is passion, it is hobby and everything. So the core issue is love your work. So that keeps everything very simple.
Growth that costs your core isn't worth it. Build with alignment, not urgency. Doctor, what's a small habit you built early on that ended up making a big difference in the long run?
Oh, that's an interesting question. When I was a small child, I started reading. Reading not just the school books, but many non school books, non academic books, starting with detective novels, right? Then we went on reading classics, Russian classics, French classics, English classics, and the Spanish, which are translated into English, and then Bengali literature by Rabindranath Tagore, Sarachandra Chatterjee, and Premchand from Uttar Pradesh, so on and so forth. So that habit of reading stayed with me throughout my life, and my best friend had always been my books. And you can leave me anywhere, even in a forest with some books. I will not feel lonely at all. I may be alone, but I am not lonely because I am with my books.
Greatness often lives in small, daily disciplines repeated quietly over time. Many young doctors feel pressured to stand out. What's your advice to those trying to carve a meaningful path in a crowded, competitive field?
I think the new generation of doctors are concentrating more on advertising, marketing themselves. That is okay to a limited extent because there is so much of competition in the field, but concentrating too much on those things is not advisable. You do your work honestly, transparently, and feel for your patients and work them up properly, advise them, do the job. That will stay with you for many, many decades. To give you an example for it, I have been practicing since 1970 to now. That makes it almost 55 years or so. Now, even now, I'm busy and I see a good number of patients, and I get patients from all districts of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, and also Karnataka, and then Orissa, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, as far away as Tripura, Assam, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, and every single day I see some Indian American patients coming from USA and some Indian Canadians coming from Canada, Indian British citizens coming from Britain. So, what I want to convey is as long as you are doing your job honestly and to benefit the patients, not to benefit self, but to benefit the patient, your reputation will stay strong and you will continue to work all along. So, even at the age of 77 years now, I continue to work as well as before.
You don't have to be loud to be legendary. Depth always outlasts noise. If you could design a simple 3-line mantra for the next generation of Indian cardiologists, what would it be?
I think hard work, obviously, and passion for your profession, and honesty and transparency.
Thank you.